All right, it's time to install the rosette. And in the last video, I decided that this plate was going to be the top. And I've looked it up, and this we just designated this to have a walnut rosette. So I'm going to route for a wood rosette, and I'm going to mark the center line first, and then drill a hole so that I can use my router, and then we'll route. Marking the center line is just I can see. There's a little offset on this one's pretty easy. Sometimes they're not quite as easy. So I'm just gonna got the center line there. I don't know if you remember, but we decided we were going to push the form down as far as we could. So this is my bracing template actually that I use to mark for the bracing pattern on the inside. I also use it to mark for my rosette. So you can see I'm going to leave a little bit at the bottom here and mark across the center line. Give a little push. I'm going to take it over to the drill press. I just need to grab my glasses. Thanks. Okay.
What size bit is this?
This is a 3/16 inch bit because the circle template for my router is that size.
You'll see that on a lot of pieces of our equipment we have a foot pedal installed, and it's so that we can turn on the equipment and off easily without using our hands, and it often turns on the light that's accenting that piece of equipment.
Okay, so now that I have my center hole here, then I have just a little holder that I can put down here with 3/16 inch peg, and these are all of my rosette cutters. Routers here.
So those are the reason we have so many is that the abalone and the wood rosettes are different diameters. So we have one rosette for the or one cutter for the abalone and one for the wood for each of the four sizes.
Baritone, tenor, concert, and soprano. So I have two for each one. I'm charging up my battery here. All right. And you can also see that I've got all my wood rosettes here in a little matrix. So here is a walnut rosette. And I actually do this in 2 passes. So I don't do it full depth because I find that it wants to chip. So
you basically do one pass, and this is a very good woodworking technique. You do one pass that basically is scoring the top. And it's not very deep at all, and its purpose is just to score those top fibers, and that greatly reduces tear out and chip out in this sort of process.
Okay. So I'm just gonna. Number 1. Switch that off a bit. Just my depth.
And these fixtures, these are battery operated Dremels that we're using, and the bits come from Stuart McDonald, as does this precision router base that Char's using.
I also just obsessively check to be sure that this plate didn't get too thin, or I just would never want to go all the way through the top. So just a little double check there. That can never hurt. That felt very good. Back up here. Okay, now I'm going to glue in the rosette. I usually do that over here. Just these things away.
So I'll tell you, on these rosettes, we design them, and we have them made for us, and they're made in pretty large quantities. They're made about 70 or 100 at a time, and it's cool. It's done by laying up the different pieces of wood or purfling, the accent strips on the outside and the inside. So there you can see the detail of that little rosette, and it's laid up flat, and then it is bent around a heated mandrel to the diameter that we specified.
Okay, this one fits perfectly. Sometimes I have to sand them a little bit, but this one's great. So I'm going to, I'm just going to fill the channel with glue. I'm going to put this in, and then I'm going to put a caul on top of it and clamp it down, and it stays for, 15 or 20 minutes there, and then I let it air dry the rest of the way, and then it will be off to carry for some polishing.
So we're at 7 minutes on the video, and that's perfect time. You just we'll just keep going and finish the gluing
Great.
on this video. These clamps that she's using are, we got them from Stuart McDonald. There's other places you can get them, but they're standard instrument clamps. Really valuable.
I don't clamp these too hard. I do it so that rosette stays, down in the channel and doesn't want to rise up, because the glue is going to make things kind of swell and can make it become uneven. So I'm going to leave that for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes maybe. Then I'll remove the caul and I'll let it air dry, and then it'll go off to carry for sanding, for polishing.